is it entirely Pakistan Army's fault somehow that East and West Pakistan disintegrated into Pakistan and Bangladesh? As per the general narrative there in Bangladesh, enforced upon public perception by the Indian disinformation? Or you find that yes, it
Yes,
was
yeah,
Pakistan
yeah.
Army's fault entirely somehow?
Yes, yes, I understand. I think you are asking me whether it was disinformation by India or it was something wrong that Pakistan prompted us to
No,
do.
that's not. There were lot many factors, sir. There are books written about it, na? Lot many factors. But what the Indians want to tell you, what's the creation, the perception which they want to give is that it was entirely the fault of Pakistan Army. Somehow,
No, sir,
this is my
no, no.
question, sir. Being
Sorry.
a army major myself, that is why I'm asking that was
Yes,
my
I understand.
army all to blame for this,
Sir,
sir?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. When Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, they were disagreed to sit on and in the National Assembly. National Assembly. Then we got it that it is very injustice to the people of East Pakistan. When Sheikh Mujib or the Awami League got huge seats of many seats of majority seats of National Assembly of Pakistan, it is automatically believed that Pakistan will get a new prime minister from Bangladesh. That was very general and common and logical expectation of the people. But for that reason, I told you, if I were the president of Pakistan at that time, I would not, the people, the army, those who are supposed to protect us, they started shooting and they setting fire. Generally, common people totally went against Pakistan. This Pakistan, what they want to do? They are imposing, and not only imposing, they are killing us. So people like ant, they just leave Dhaka city without
Sir,
taking anything for security. That
okay,
was the main blunder. You could
okay,
impose even martial law again, strong way, arresting Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and other leaders. That
okay,
could be resolved. But when you
okay.
started war, imposed war on the common people,
Uh,
then where where we should go to take shelter?
Sir,
Even
at this particular point of time, once this incident you say did happen, was the training camps were already operating? Was India already functioning to train Mukti Bani? Is it before that?
no. There's no training at that time. I tell you that because I was 20 years old. I know I am a student leader, and my brother also was a student leader, and he was a very known person. He was in student for he was in Pakistan jail for 9 times, and I was in Pakistan jail for 2 times.
Which jail, sir? Which jail was it, sir?
I was arrested in 13th of December 1968.
Was it in
60.
West? Was it a West Pakistan jail, sir?
No, I was I was in Noakhali and Chittagong. And second
Oh, okay.
time, when Nasrallah came under your EIA, General EIA. So what I
Okay.
was telling that if there's no such a shooting, indiscriminate
Uh,
shooting and killing students, Dhaka University, it was, though that now I have got, can you give me 1 or 2 minutes? Uh, I am showing a book. I am showing you a book.
sure, sir.
Can you see the book, sir?
Yes, sir, I can. I can see the book. Sir, can you turn it around? Turn it around, sir, for me to see. Okay. It says India, Mujibur Rahman, Bangladesh Liberation, and Pakistan. That's great. Is it your book, sir?
No, you can see here.
Okay. Yeah, I can see, sir. I can see. What do you want to say about the book, sir?
According to this book, it is Shashanka S. Banerjee.
Okay. Okay.
He's a
Banerjee again.
Bengali diplomat. He was deployed in Dhaka. He was
Okay.
there in 1960. And this book narrates Indian diplomat. He says that this Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, I told you on the other day, he
Yeah,
writes,
yeah.
the Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and wrote a letter to
Okay,
Jawaharlal Nehru,
okay.
understand, to
Sir,
liberate Bangladesh, to liberate East Pakistan from Pakistan.
yeah,
It's a long book, I think around how many
yeah,
pages?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
I'm
this
getting you,
this
sir.
says this
Yeah.
says um, the Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and other and a journalist Malik Mian, that is there was also Malik Mian, editor of Ittifaq. In
Okay,
Ittifaq office, this Indian political officer of Dhaka, Dhaka
yeah,
Consulate of Indian, Dhaka Consulate of Indian Foreign Mission, he
yeah,
hand over a letter to him seeking Indian
okay,
help. So that was this India, but they denied. They denied.
okay,
Uh, Jawaharlal denied as because the situation was not in favor of India, as because
okay,
India was beaten by China in 1962. So
okay,
they told, no, we are not ready to, but we will keep it in our mind. It's a narrative
yeah,
that total thinks that India help him to
mm-hmm.
promote this movement, what we did.
Okay, okay,
So this is not, I am not telling this one, as I was told you. Whatever it is, India has this information, this or that. So why it is total reservation for totally not that Pakistan, we have some disparity. You cannot deny it, and I do not deny. I should say there is a disparity, but such a
okay,
disparity is more uh, happening in India, more vigorously happening in India. All these maximum states of India are deprived of real share of assets. I
okay,
give you one example. East West Bengal, what was the part of Bengal in British period? East West
mm-hmm.
Bengal was the richest states of India, richest state of India,
Okay,
industrial state of India. Now
okay,
it is each people go to other states, Tamil Nadu or Kerala or Maharashtra or Bombay to get job.
mm-hmm.
Exploited and deprived.
Okay,
Even yesterday I read one Indian paper.
mm-hmm.
It says BJP ruling party of India. Now there is
Mm-hmm.
election I think in April in West Bengal, uh,
Mm-hmm.
assembly, provincial assembly election. They accuse
Mm-hmm.
the current
Mm-hmm.
chief minister of West Bengal. Her name is Mamata Banerjee.
Mm-hmm.
He say this pro-India, sorry, pro-government, ruling party BJP leaders say accuse that who is she? I mean, very highly placed leaders of BJP. They accused that what allegation is this? Mamata Banerjee making Bangladesh a Western Bangladesh.
Okay.
She want to turn it, divide it, West Bengal, and its
Mm-hmm.
name West Bangladesh. East Bangladesh,
Okay.
Bangladesh is East Bangladesh, and really West Bangladesh.
Okay.
And because there is high disparity,
Mm-hmm.
poverty, the people
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't get their job. It is
Mm-hmm.
lost the position. It was the richest country, richest state of India. Now it is not there. So this type
So,
of
sir,
disparity,
you
yeah.
in your last interview, you mentioned regarding this that Bangladesh, that was East Pakistan, at that time was highly developed compared to
No, it is
Bengal in
in
India.
if I compare it between India and East Pakistan, that was really, as because why they opened the door and took on wristwatch, ceiling fan, wristwatch, ceiling fan, tables,
Stole
chairs.
even the ceiling fans.
Yes,
They were really, acts of a desperate and very poor nation. They would go
yes,
and steal
and
your
I
ceiling
told
fans.
you
I
this.
understand.
That's loot billions of. I couldn't give you total details of looting, and because it will take time.
By Indian
Uh,
Army, looting by Indian Army,
yes,
you
Indian
mean
Army.
to say.
So India,
Yeah.
I wrote it several times the articles. The India became rich due to disintegration of Pakistan.
Oh,
As because
yes.
it's huge market, 18 crore people in Bangladesh, everything is
Yes.
coming from India.
Yeah.
Everything is coming from India. So they even what she say, I do not know. Very ordinary things are coming to India, from Bangladesh.
But sir,
To Bangladesh.
can Bangladesh send back things and sell things to India?
Not that the disparity of the issue. He huge
That's the thing.
deposit for just if we send one taka for 1 taka commodity, India send 1,000 taka commodity here. Very poor. Only around I think deficit is 10 to 20
So India is
billion.
only getting the resources which they need, the raw materials from Bangladesh, and finishing it in India and selling
It
it back to
is
Bangladesh.
it is a what to say, it is a market of
Monopoly.
India. It is
It's a
totally a
monopoly of
market of India.
India.
A monopoly
Monopoly.
business it is. And we cannot,
Monopoly of India.
India destroyed our, even after liberation, we have
Hmm.
77, Pakistan period, we have 77 jute mills.
Hmm.
Biggest jute mill in India, sorry, jute mills in the world are the jute mill.
Yeah.
77 during in 1947, no, there's not a single jute mill in East Pakistan, East Bengal.
Yeah.
During British period, every industrial bases was available in what is that in West Bengal. West Bengal now what is West Bengal? Calcutta. Industrialization happened in only Calcutta. This East Bengal was a supplier raw materials. We did not
Hmm.
have single jute mills, though East Bengal produced the best jute in the world, huge
Hmm.
jute in the world. We didn't have
Hmm.
single jute mills in Bangladesh, in East Bengal. In
Hmm.
1947, when Bangladesh became independent along with Pakistan, we didn't have single jute mill. And since
Okay.
1972, since 1947 to 1970, there are 77 jute mills. You understand? It is huge development for Bangladesh.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
didn't have even. I could show you the book Hindu writers.
Yeah.
His name is uh, Buddha. I am remembering it. He wrote that there's Bangladesh was so poor, East Pakistan was so poor. There's no anything, even not pin. In 1947, we were East Pakistan was a zero position. Only
Okay.
only one universities. Only
Hmm.
one university, Dhaka University. We didn't have any other
Hmm.
university.
Hmm.
1947.
Okay.
Understand? And we didn't
Okay.
have any colleges or
In
schools. We have
1947. Yeah.
yes, in my district in 1947 we had only one Jila school, district school,
Yeah.
what is called Jila school, and two
Okay.
three other schools which were established in my
And by
area.
1971, sir, by 1971, what was the standard of education, or what was the number of education institutes in Bangladesh by that
Brother,
time, East Pakistan, sir?
I am speaking English now. You understand?
Yes,
I
yes.
got this. I appreciate. I owe to Pakistan for one reason. It was very highly standard education in East Pakistan. For one
Hmm.
paper, English first paper, there are two papers in ACC,
Yeah,
what we call matriculation. You understand?
yeah.
I had to study 6 books for one paper.
Okay.
I can
So East
tell the
Pakistan
truth.
education system was very good, you're saying,
Was
and from
it is a
1947 to
high. It is standard.
71, there was a marked improvement. That's what you're saying, sir,
No,
in the
it was
education standards of East
yes.
Pakistan.
From class 9, I didn't speak in Bengali.
Hmm.
From
Okay.
it's a village area. It is village area, 10 miles away, 9 miles away from the district town headquarter. It was rural area school.
Hmm.
There, I learned so much better English that when I was a student of class 9, I used to speak English more fluently than that of speaking Bengali. the book which I am writing now, and the speech what I am talking now in English, though its fluency has deteriorated, as because after coming to America, I don't get any person to speak in English, as because everything I am surrounded by the Bengali people, Bangladeshi people, Bengali speaking people. So I do not get any chance to speak in English. Understand?
So just one last question to end this part of the interview, and viewers, we will be back with much more interviews of these series. We'll continue sharing, and Mr. Zainul Abedin will be talking to other people as well, and you'll be hearing him talk, and we will continue this series. But because we've already run, I mean, more than almost for 1.5 hours, and the attention span of our viewers, or their people are busy, so they have only as much time. So the last question, sir, of this particular episode, I want to ask you is that what do you see what future do you see for the youth of Bangladesh who are fighting against the Indian hegemony in Bangladesh right now, enforced by Raw there, sir? What is the
Sir,
future for them? Will
no, no,
Bangladesh
let
would be
us,
free from the clutches of India, sir?
sir, let us. You ask me this question later on. And now I want to say one thing. I do not like to just leave it without saying. This information, what India propagated, instigated us to stand to make a movement, 6 point movement or 11 point movement, and Agartala conspiracy movement. False. We used to say, Mithya Mamla Agartala Manina Manina. Agartala is a conspiracy case. Its name is conspiracy case. But we never accept it as a conspiracy, and we denied that Sheikh Mujibur Rahman didn't go to India. But now Indians, even the Awami League leaders, openly claim that Sheikh Mujibur Rahman went to India, Agartala. India says this book clarified that Sheikh Mujib was, what to say, that this book just killed Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, this book, these are not Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, this book. And I feel shamed to read this book. But we cannot, even Bangladesh government, I don't, unfortunately, I read this book. How Manik Mi, I respect him still today. He is a brilliant and very genius journalist, editor of the Daily Ittifaq. This book killed them. But nobody, his son is still alive, his two sons is still alive. One is now with this government, present government, minister of the present government. They didn't deny this thing. They didn't oppose it. They didn't make a statement that we do not agree with this contents of this book. This book made Sheikh Mujibur Rahman agent of India. As because now India engages its whole efforts to dishonor Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Why?
Yeah.
Sheikh Mujibur Rahman
Yes.
didn't allow India to turn to the vessel state of India. If Sheikh Mujibur Rahman didn't
So,
come back, and
so
Pakistan did
the
one,
author
sir,
of the
one thing,
book, author of
sir,
the
sir,
big
one thing,
book.
sir, one thing. Pakistan did a good job for Bangladesh. They didn't kill Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. It was a wise decision on the part of Pakistan. I pray for those who allowed Sheikh Mujibur, even for Bhutto, who I praise Bhutto, that they didn't kill Yahya Khan, Tikka Khan, Pakistani policymakers, they didn't kill Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Why? If Sheikh Mujibur Rahman would have been killed in Pakistan and he couldn't return to Bangladesh, India could be, you would not see any in Bangladesh.
Oh, yes.
You see Sikkim, they're taken over by India. I told on the other day that India didn't liberate us to remain liberated, to remain independent. Now it is proofs. I told it is now it is becoming day by day. It is proved now what India wanted to do. India liberated Pakistan not to keep let it be remain as an independent sovereign country, to make a part of India or Akhand Bharat. So
Okay.
what then? What I say? This is one thing. India, Pakistan did good for us. And
Okay.
what is this? If Pakistan, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman didn't join, participated that OIC conference,
Mm.
Bangladesh now would never be able to to be a member of OIC. You understand? You
Mhm.
got my point. So that
Yeah.
was a
Yeah.
good point. We didn't have any army.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
so many people says India army has become weak. India has become free. India, let it be. Let them be there. Still,
Mhm.
we have an army. So long we have an army, I have this belief India will not dare to attack us or take over.
But sir, the problem
And
is
what-
that the army
no,
officers,
no,
there's a
I have to
problem,
make
sir. There's a
sir.
problem. The army officers don't get promotion if they don't get clearance from raw. So that there is a problem. But that's what
One
was
day,
my last question, sir.
sir, the more India will behave in this way with our army, the more they will feel what is India. Now they are experiencing, they have get experience what type of behavior India is doing with them. So I think from their psychological power, they are understanding it, comprehending it more than what I feel or you feel. So they are getting ready. It is not so easy. A nation that got the enjoy the fruits of liberation or independence, they will never let it to go to Indian pocket. They will fight
Inshallah.
again and again till it is liberated from India. In that case, India will be divided. Now, I tell you one thing:
Inshallah.
in to face Indian against Indian propaganda, the Pakistan
Yeah.
is doing this or that or this or that or this thing, but Pakistan never came forward to deny that there's no disparity. Pakistan, we didn't have any documents why Pakistan was created and what was the position of the Muslims during British period. How did the Hindus behave to the Muslims of East Bengal? No
Mhm.
book, no information got. We are in the dark.
Mhm.
Now,
Okay.
I myself, I myself got this information from history and
Okay.
my eyes opened. Why
Okay.
my illiterate parents, my foreparents compelled to join Pakistan.
Yeah.
Pakistan, the area which is now Pakistan, West Pakistan, what I tell, I it's my old house, old home. So uh, that Pakistan didn't want to, Kaiser Muhammad Jinnah wanted to tell us, didn't tell us this, come with us. We voluntarily want to be a part of Pakistan. We are the
Yeah.
majority people.
Yeah.
So Pakistan was created, it is blessings. May Allah the, award him with Jannatul Firdaus to Kaiser
Ameen.
Muhammad Jinnah. Understand?
Ameen.
He
Ameen.
liberated at least our country in from being a part of India. If
Qaide Azam.
yes, if we are a part of India in 1947, we would not
Sir.
be able to liberate what we did in 1947, 71.
Exactly.
If there's no
So,
1947 for Bangladesh, there
sir.
would be no Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, no Bangabandhu, no Bangladesh, I believe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Bangladesh root is the leader.
Mm.
We have so many leaders.
Mm.
Late Khaja Sar Salimullah,
Yeah.
who started Muslim League in East Pakistan,
Sir.
Dhaka.
Exactly. Exactly, sir.
Our parents, our founder, one of the founders is Shere Bangla Eke Fazul Haq, who raised
Sir.
the 6 points movement. Hussein
Exactly, sir.
Sorwardi, understand?
Yes.
Maulana
Sense,
Bhashani, and
sir.
Sheikh Mujibur Rahman.
Sir.
I
Sir.
feel, I pray for all of them with Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Having all many mistakes he did, and it was conspiracy of India to make Sheikh Mujib unpopular.
Mm.
Why was the Mujib Bahini? Mujib Bahini was to, they told Mujib Bahini will not come, Sheikh Mujib will not come back. Sheikh Mujib will not come back. So this was
Mm.
India's belief. Fine,
Mm.
Alhamdulillah, Sheikh Mujib came back to our soil and he did a very good job for us. Zia Rahman, he declared the independence of Bangladesh. These two
Yeah.
persons were killed by India. And I can
Mm.
prove it. Situation,
mm,
something fit in the world, such a thing happens which is undisclosed. But
mm,
situation proves
mm,
what happened. What happened?
mm,
Sheikh Mujib Zia Rahman's assassination by army by army people. It was a totally a game. I in my book I narrated it, and now nobody is able to face me. That is, I am written something wrong or false statement.
mm,
And
mm,
Sheikh Mujibur Rahman also was killed by India, and Sheikh Mujib
mm,
was killed before he was killed.
mm.
And as soon as he came back, we started this Mujib Bahini emerged, stood against him.
Yeah,
Mujib Bahini, a
yeah.
part of Mujib Bahini remained with Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and
Mm,
a part of Mujib Bahini, that is student league, I was student leader at the time,
mm.
we joined Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. And we made it
Okay.
so much slanderous,
Mm,
slanderous, ill lectures from village to village, making Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is as a thief or this or that, what he was not.
sure.
He was not a thief,
Mm,
I believe.
mm,
We
mm.
couldn't understand him. We
Okay,
didn't give him time.
okay.
After liberation, you see, this starting is a long story, very sad story.
Mm,
He started divided student league, his main power, students, two parts. One against him, one for him.
sir, let me ask you
We shall
what
tell
I
all these
understand.
things. Yes, sir.
Let me conclude this. Let me conclude this episode, sir, because we're running short of time over here. Let me conclude this episode. Give me a concluding remark, sir. And from what I understood, sir, your hopes are to the Bangladesh army for them to stand up for themselves because, irrespective of the hegemony by Raw, they consider their independence to be under threat, and they are going to revolt against this hegemony of Raw, and Bangladesh will stand up for its own, like it is right now standing up. And your hopes are pinned with the Bangladesh army. And I would say the youth of Bangladesh is going to be the main force which will push their army towards success and towards throwing the Indians, kicking them out of Dhaka and Bangladesh entirely, and being an independent nation, trading with the entire world without any hegemony. This is what I think. This is the message which I got. Now, with your concluding remarks, sir, we will beg leave in this episode, and we'll see our viewers again on fortnightly basis in this series of Pakistan Bangladesh talks, spearheaded by Mr. Zainul Abedin, who is the author of many books, including Run Bangladesh. Your concluding remarks, please, sir.
Sir, I tell you on the other day, India will understand, realize, comprehend what is Bangladesh. Once we can get out the present situation, India will understand, feel the bite. Our generation, next generation, our army who are now, people say army became pro-Indian. Yes, some of them maybe, I do not, I still don't believe. I
Yeah.
don't believe, but I hear it very frequently. And they are taking to India for training. And
Okay.
even bureaucrats, I told you another day, even many types of students are taken to India to brainwash, only to brainwash. But it is one person maybe. And I ask them, take money from India, it is our money. Take as much money from India as possible. It is our money. So
So with this, sir, we would like
we
to
should be
conclude.
no Bangla India. If India touches, I tell you,
Yes, sir.
India will be divided. India
Oh, yes.
lose. It will get
Balkanization of
split.
India.
Yes,
Because the
India.
chicken neck
You will
between
not
Bangladesh
see.
and Nepal, the chicken neck between Bangladesh
We
and
can. We
Nepal is
can.
going to close down, cutting the seven sisters towards their independence.
Yeah,
And this is the future. This is what the future holds for India, sir.
I
I
tell you.
agree
I
with
tell
you,
you.
sir. I agree with you.
We can attack India from three sides. We can make problem everywhere inside India. This side, this
Oh
side, this
yes.
side.
Oh
So
yes.
India should have. Might is right. Those days have gone.
Mhm.
Might is right. Those days have gone.
Yeah.
So instead, days are coming. Days are coming when you will not see in India. I wrote in my articles, living in the glass house don't prompt others to throw a stone to you. It will be precious glasses. India is not a state. India was never a state, such a large state. Never. In history, India, before the Muslims came to India, India was divided hundreds of thousands of pieces. Small, small,
Oh,
small,
yes.
small area. There's one king, one Maharaja, Raja, Maharaja, Raja Bahadur. Those criminals, now I am compelled to say, they are under these Hindi speaking people like
Mm,
Modi, a criminal, a killer.
mm,
These
mm.
people, they will not live there at
Butcher
that
of
time.
Gujarat.
But
Butcher of Gujarat.
yeah, Gujarat, I understand. All these people will not see this ultimate consequences of disturbing Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, or Pakistan, or whatever it is. So
Mm.
let the time come. This is not a
And
day.
sir,
This
and sir, and one more remark for the future of Bangladesh Pakistan diplomatic relation, bilateral relation, friendship, and the very emerging trade relation as well, and the relation of brotherhood, which now the youth of Bangladesh and Pakistani youth and diplomats are trying to establish, and the Pakistan army is trying to establish with Bangladesh army. Where do you see this going in the future, sir?
Sir, it depends. Bangladesh and Pakistan relation. It depends on Pakistan. Still, due to some technical reason, Pakistan should go forward. Some for some reasons, I am not. I would not explore and explain. Still, I don't
We will
see.
talk about it in next program, sir. We'll talk about it in next program. Let's leave that particular part
No,
for the
no, no.
next program
If
for us
if
to
I
tell
don't
our views.
if I don't say something now, some people may misunderstand me that then I talk to you, then
Please,
you told
please.
me. But I feel it's a feeling.
Sir,
Bangladesh and Pakistan will become a good friend.
inshallah.
Understand? And in my one program with one research organization based in country, I propose to have a Muslim alliance between Bangladesh among taking Afghanistan, Iran, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Maldives. These 4 or 5 countries, even other countries like Turkey or Malaysia or other Muslim countries may be within
Sir,
Asian Muslim Forum like that way.
okay.
And our president, Sheikh Ziaur Rahman, he did a good job
Sir,
to make SARC
okay.
to face Indian hegemony.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he was killed. And so long Ziaur Rahman was alive, India didn't make it possible to form a forum. As because India understood that was a forum to encircle India. India cannot move. But that was frustrated after his when he died, when he was killed by India. Then India agreed to form SARC, but it is totally ineffective. It is
Okay.
only to, it's a annual, I wrote it, it's a annual summit.
Yeah, yeah.
Only is
That's it.
picnic.
That's it.
It's a picnic. As
So,
because
sir, in the next program, let's leave it over here. In the next program, we are going to
no,
talk
no.
about how Bangladesh and
I would,
Pakistan is going to.
I would request Pakistan government to go forward,
Sir,
and to finish
sir,
all the misunderstanding. Don't give a chance to India to take this.
sir.
India is using it. India
Sir,
and Pakistan because
let me tell you, the feeling is mutual, sir. That is why we are talking. That is why we are going to talk more. And that is why we are going to tell the world that Bangladesh and Pakistan was meant to be together as two separate countries, two brother Islamic countries. And we will look after each other. We will look after each other's backs, and we are asking India for peace, since peace is the logical way forward, but Indians do not realize it, and the Balkanization of India does seem a reality in future, and Bangladesh is going to play a part in that alongside rest of the countries of South Asia. With that, sir, we would like to conclude this episode, and we will continue talking in this series of interviews, sir. Thank you so very
sir, one
much.
thing I would tell you something more. I would request your government, even
Yeah.
our beloved cricketer Imran Khan, the now Prime Minister. We
Yes.
prayed for him when he was a cricket team
Yes.
leader. Our people used to pray for him. Though at
Yes.
that time we are not Pakistan, but Pakistani people used to prayer, starting prayer. Even some women, my mother also, she had kept a fasting that if Pakistan
Yes.
wins on that game, we should have
Yes.
a fast, we should fast for 1 day. But this was the position. And when there is a cricket game in Bangladesh, still today, where is there
Yes.
a cricket game, just a cricket game between India, Pakistan? You will see it in Bangladesh is a totally pro-Pakistani.
Yes,
Still
sir.
today.
There were matches. We remember watching matches, watching Bangladesh and watching India and Pakistan playing matches in Dhaka, in Bangladesh, and the Bangladeshi public would support Pakistan openly.
Yeah.
It is very clear, and the Indians banned those. They stopped playing with Pakistan, and they stopped playing, and because of this negative. It was a myth busting. It was an eye opener the way the Bangladeshi people supported Pakistani team playing against India, and that is why the Indians don't want to play with us anymore. They
It was
are
a good team.
scared.
Enjamul Haq, then
Yes,
your Imran Khan, then
yes.
your other cricketers was Shoaib Malik, and other one,
Javed
this is
Miandad,
from Pathan. Jadmiya, that what the other one, this from Pathan, he's a Pathan, very
Shahid
popular.
Afridi, Shahid Afridi.
And when these people used to go to Dhaka and stay in hotel, so many girls requested me as I was, please can you arrange a meeting? We should just see him personally. So many girls, a long life in Hotel Sonargaon, long
Yes,
line of the girls to see him for once, face to face, face to face. I told it's difficult, difficult. I told it's not possible. So
yes,
these people were very popular in Dhaka still,
yes,
but I would request you government, let
yes,
us, as you wanted to take my opinion, Pakistan should be generous and minimize all the removes all the hurdle problems that are that India or the so Indian people in Bangladesh using that Pakistan didn't say sorry, Pakistan didn't seek a pardon, this or that. They should do it, and I would request one thing also. Till then, we should request you and our neighboring countries to come
yes,
forward to help us if
yes,
India just dare to do anything what is totally against the existence and independent sovereignty of Bangladesh. So
yes,
this is my request as a freedom fighter.
yes,
Those who died, their death will become meaningless as in
yes,
if Bangladesh becomes a part of India.
yes.
Understand that
I got
this
it, sir. I got it.
just people, those who died, killed by anywhere, this way, their life
Okay.
will become meaningless. Our
So
life.
we'll make sure, sir. We'll make sure that the message
No,
reaches to
no, you should
Prime
not.
Minister Imran Khan, sir.
India became, sir, one thing. India became so desperate. It thinks a
Yes,
superpower, poor country. Was one
yes,
reason, as India was never punished for his this
for its
misdeed.
crimes.
India
Yes.
was non-punished India. It should get severe punishment it deserves. Nobody
Oh,
came,
yes.
no UN, none, UN, no superpower came to
No,
punish
sir.
India.
We will make them pay. Bangladesh and Pakistan together will make them pay. They will pay for it, blood for blood, and they are going to pay for it. And we Bangladesh and Pakistan is going to fight together.
He
And our
cheated,
friend Chinese friend,
India
our
cheated
Chinese friends are
everyone.
on board, sir. Our Chinese friends are on board. We are going to cut the chicken neck over there, sir. And there will be many
Chicken neck,
more
I
things
told you
to come.
earlier, it is our territory. We
Oh, yes,
give
it's your
this,
territory. Yes.
this corridor, this Darjeeling is our part. Subhash
Oh,
Gishing,
yes.
a leader of, yes, Subhash Gishing, a leader of Gurkha land, he wrote a
Yes.
book. He
Yes.
told, let
Yes.
us be a part of Bangladesh as because we are a part of Bangladesh before we are
Yes.
independent. And Siliguri is a part of Bangladesh. It was given to India to connect is
Yes.
northeast Assam or in northeast India, which is mainland. It is our land. Jalpaiguri,
Yes.
whose Bihar is our land.
Oh,
Darjeeling is
yes.
our land.
Oh,
But
yes.
all these things India should keep in mind. India should not forget it. The Bangladesh people do not know, but still at least one person knows it. This is Zainul Abedin. I have exposed it that Andaman Dipinja cannot, Andaman Island cannot be a part of India.
Inshallah, sir.
Nicobar
And
cannot be
with
part of India.
Inshallah,
Kashmir
sir.
cannot be
Inshallah.
part of India.
Oh yes. Oh,
48% of Indian present territory is not
19
part of
freedom
India.
movements, sir. There are
No, no,
ongoing
even
19 freedom
even
movements
I
there
do not
in
know.
India.
I do not know. I do not still know whether Pakistan recognized Kashmir as a part of India.
No, no, sir. No,
India
sir.
India occupied it. Only
No, we
only
don't recognize it, sir.
yes. You should not India. I do not know
Kashmiri
why
has got the
China.
right of
No,
self-determination. They should
China
determine for
recognized it. I
themselves.
tell you, brother. Sorry, sir. I am taking 1 minute.
Sure,
China
sure.
recognized China recognized Sikkim as the part of India. I disagree with it. Why
Yes.
China did it? I feel even India claims as India also recognized Tibet as a part of China. All
Yes.
right, number one. But reality is this: still today,
Yeah.
Tibetans fight against the China, take shelter in India.
Tibetans. Yeah.
Yes, and they are fighting with against China.
Yeah.
India gives all types of support to the Tibetan peoples
Yeah.
to fight against China. So, what is the
Yeah.
benefit of just sharing this? You do this one, I'll do this one. It is not a good policy for the
So
part of.
China is going to strike back very soon,
Yes,
sir.
China will
All
destroy it. I
the
do not.
leadership,
China should destroy
they
it.
say the leader, Indian media say the leadership of the all the northeastern states independence movements, all the 7 states top tier leadership is in China. So they're not stay there permanently. They are coming back, and China is building villages at inside India at their border for this separatist movements, and there will be balkanization of India because India is asking for it. And sir, with this, we are going to end this part of interview, please, because it has already dragged on for almost 2 hours. We'll
Yes,
try
sir.
to edit it and we'll bring it down, but
Uh, wha-
we will continue this talk, sir. We must continue this talk, sir.
this entire Northeast India was never a part of India before the British 1826.
Yeah.
Before 1826, when Burma attacked Assam, then Assam took the help of British government, and British
Oh
government
yes.
also occupied it. In
Oh
that
yes.
way, India cannot be a colonial power, cannot be an imperialist. India is
Yeah.
not cannot inherit that inherit the places region
And
that
at the
was under
same
Indian
time, sir,
control.
Sikhs are rising up against the Hindutva fascism. Sikhs are rising up. You've seen what happened a couple of days ago in Delhi. You can
that
see
is,
the scenes. They
that
they
is
conquered the Delhi's
I
Red
told you,
Fort.
I tell you, I got this report from Indian media, Indian journalist. They
Yeah.
say on the day 26th of January, Indian National Day. Why didn't Modi address on that day, just on the, just in Lal Killa, Red
Yeah.
Fort? Where was he?
Yeah.
He took shelter in an office,
Yeah.
and they Indian Hindu, sorry, this BJP leaders flew away, and in India's charter plane was kept ready, if necessary, for Modi to get out of India. This is the
Yeah.
latest information I got from Indians.
That's
So
great, sir. That's
India
great.
are
It's gonna
finished with
get
it.
more
No,
interesting,
it
sir.
is a
It's gonna
glass
get
house.
more
I told you.
interesting.
It is a glass house. A glass cannot be. I have a glass here in front of me.
Yeah.
I took other
Yeah, I
glass house.
understand, sir. You
This
cannot throw
glass
stones
house
at others and expect
just
not them to not throw while sitting in a glass house. Yes, sir, you shouldn't do it, but they've done it under the Ajit Doval doctrine. The mad trio, Modi, Modi, Amit Shah, and Doval. That is the mad trio which is dragging India towards the path of balkanization, and it's going to happen sooner than we know it, sir. We know, and with this, we would beg leave, sir, and we'll continue talking. And viewers, please stay tuned for very interesting programs. Sir, you must call Marine Jabbar. He must be waiting for you now.
all right, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Have a
Yes, sir.
good day.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu
So we'll
alaikum.
we'll continue, sir. We'll continue
And
another
assalamu
week's
alaikum
time. We'll continue.
all the people who are there in Pakistan or in Bangladesh or anywhere in the world. Assalamu alaikum. Let Allah have peace on you all.
Ameen. Ameen. Ameen.
Assalamu
Ameen.
alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu
Assalamu
alaikum.
alaikum.